start out with some rainy night songs. A little darker, a little less sunny than I might have. Gee, I wonder if it had been sunny tonight, if my gig had been canceled. Canceled because of the sun. Maybe not. Got a good friend, she's been going through some bad times. Between a rock and a hard place where dreams disappear. I got troubles of my own, but when I think about her, makes it look like I'm having a pretty good year. All my troubles seem small when I see people with their backs against the wall, when I watch what they go through, when I see how far they fall. Compared to them, I've got no troubles at all. I turn on my TV and see a grieving mother, and a look on her face says there's nothing more to tell. Another child who's been caught in the crossfire, in some war-torn corner of hell. All my troubles seem small when I see people with their backs against the wall, when I watch what they go through, when I see how far they fall. Compared to them, I've got no troubles at all. And a telephone rings in the middle of the night. I leave someone sitting alone in the dark, alone with their questions, alone with their fears, alone with the sound of their thundering hearts. All my troubles seem small when I see people with their backs against the wall, when I watch what they go through, when I see how far they fall. Compared to them, I've got no troubles at all. When I hear myself complain, when life seems so unfair, I think about these ones who've been broken by despair. All my troubles seem small when I see people with their backs against the wall, when I watch what they go through, when I see how far they fall. Compared to them, I've got no troubles at all. I've got no troubles at all. Why, thank you. long time ago, I saw a commercial on TV that featured B.B. King. And the premise of the commercial was B.B. King had a show to do that night, and he was feeling really good. And it was distressing him because he's a blues player, and he was wanting something bad to happen so he could get in the mood. But good things kept happening, you know. People giving him money, and where'd all my picks go? Wandering picks. But finally, in the end, you know, he was standing out on a curb, I think, or something, and a car went by, a taxi, and splashed water on him and ruined his suit, and he felt really bad, and it made him really happy, and he went on stage, and he was BB. But I was thinking about that problem. What does a blues player do on those days when he feels really good? So I made him up a song. It's called I Ain't Got the Blues. I ain't got the blues, I ain't got 'em bad. I think they just might be the worst I've never had. I don't walk the floor, I don't moan and cry. My life is great, you're the reason why. I used to be such a sorry case. I couldn't find a smile that would fit my face. I used to sing the blues till my well ran dry. But I've changed my tune, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why I sleep so good at night. You're the reason why my future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, you're the reason why. So good at night, you're the reason why our future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, you're the reason why. I ain't got the blues that freeze me cold. These arms don't ache for someone to hold. I ain't feeling like I'm fixing to die. I've been reborn, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why I sleep so good at night. You're the reason why my future looks so bright. There ain't a cloud in the sky, there ain't a tear in my eye. I ain't got the blues, and you're the reason why. I ain't got the blues, and you're the reason why. My father had the blues. Pleased when he looked at me. In every other way, his life was, 4x4, square, true north, south, east, and west. I didn't really fit the family mold. I don't know whose fault that was. Could have been the mailman, could have been the milkman. Could have just been an errant gene. My father lived a quiet life of ordinary means, safe within the soft confines of comfortable routines, as steady as a ticking clock that measured out his days. He walked a straight and narrow path, but I went the other way. Cross your fingers, place your bets, see what tomorrow brings. It might be argued I became my father's wildest dream. Well, I do not have my father's eyes, nor were our views the same. He gave himself to order, but I would not be tamed. An unresolved transgression, his misbegotten child, a weed among his roses that flourished in the wild. Cross your fingers, place your bets, see what tomorrow brings. It might be argued I became my father's wildest dream. I was with him when he died, one late November day. But there was no exchange of words before he slipped away. And thus it sometimes is between the father and the son, strangers of a common blood without a common tongue. Cross your fingers, place your bets, see what tomorrow brings. It might be argued I became my father's wildest dream. It might be argued I became my father's wildest dream. Thank you. Well, I got 3 set lists laying on the floor, but they're so far away I can't really read them. I'm going to have to fetch them up a little closer so I can see what I wrote down. I'll just bend over. Let me bow to you, the audience. I don't want to play any of those songs I wrote down. I was living over in Seattle a long time ago. It was in March every year, some year back in the last century. Long about the middle of March. And I looked at the calendar one day and I saw that it's only 3 days till spring. I looked out the window and it was snowing. It's weird enough for Seattle to have snow anyway. But in March, 3 days before spring, it was a cold Sunday morning. It cried at the window. There was a frown on the face of the clock on the wall. The calendar showed only 3 days till spring, but out in the street, snow was starting to fall. We were two orphan kittens that nobody wanted, a couple of roses that had faded too soon, the Sunday funnies that lay on the floor were the only bright spot in the room. Well, I sat at the table with my shoes in my hands, and you stood at the window looking up at the sky. It felt like nothing could save us this time. We were lost and we did not know why. And you turned the radio on, and I heard us both start singing along. The next thing I knew, I was dancing with you, and the whole world was playing our song. We did the barefoot waltz on the Sunday funnies, and the laughs that we had made the rafters ring. The barefoot waltz on the Sunday funnies, on the day before the first day of spring. Well, the comic strip pages that lay under our feet made a carpet of colors like flowers in bloom. And while the snow piled up on the rooftops outside, we floated away some warm afternoon. You were the girl in the green summer dress, and I was the guy who was holding her tight. We danced our way down to the river and back, turning through circles of shadow and light. I can still feel you here in my arms. I'm still falling into your eyes. I still hear the bells of our laughter that day echoing down to our lives. We did the barefoot waltz on the Sunday funnies, and the laughs that we had made the rafters ring. The barefoot waltz on the Sunday funnies, on the day before the first day of spring. We did the barefoot waltz on the Sunday funny, on the day before the first day of spring. Thank you. I was talking to a friend of yours. We were on the phone a little while ago. I asked her how you were doing these days, and she said, oh, didn't you know? She said it happened one day last winter. You were driving in to catch a plane. There was ice on the road and a gasoline truck, but at least you never felt any pain. I just sat there for a minute, not wanting to believe my ears. And I thought about all the times I meant to call but didn't these last few years. You friend kept right on talking, but her words sort of faded out and left me alone, holding the phone, wondering what it's all about. The mountain has not moved, and the river still runs. The rain still falls, and the dawn still comes. It's the same old world outside my door, but there's a hole in it now that wasn't there before. If you turn the clock back far enough, it's the summer of '79. I was a lookout man up on Johnson's Rock. You'd bring up the mail sometimes. I'd open us a bottle of red, and we'd hang out on the catwalk stairs, talking about books and people we knew and what we'd do if we were millionaires. Well, the story never gets too complicated. Just a couple of guys who were friends. Few summers up on the hill. One year it finally came to an end. I went back to Seattle, and you stayed on in that Oregon town. But I don't think either one of us ever thought about burning any bridges down. The mountain has not moved, and the river still runs. The rain still falls, and the dawn still comes. It's the same old world outside my door, but there's a hole in it now that wasn't there before. So when the road took me under its wing, I always thought that I'd see you again. I even came back to the valley one year, but you'd already moved by then. So I got your address and number, and I filed them away in my book. Hell, there'd always be plenty of time. Nothing's lost if you know where to look. Some lives are longer than others, but we all have to give up the ghost. I like to think that there's just enough time to do what matters the most. I guess that means you were ready, but that's not much comfort right now. In this room that's a little too empty, and this silence that's a little too loud. The mountain has not moved, the river still runs, the rain still falls, and the dawn still comes. It's the same old world outside my door, but there's a hole in it now. There's a hole in it now. There's a hole in the world that wasn't there before. me up in the morning. We'll go down to a fishing hole. Bring your little bucket of bait. I'll bring my fishing pole. We'll find us a place in the shade. See if them fish will bite. If they don't take a bait by day, we'll see if they're hungry at night. In this garden of earthly delight, there's nothing I'd rather do. Wake me up in the morning, take me fishing with you. Sometimes they bite like crazy. Sometimes they play hard to get. Sometimes you gotta use all your tricks to get one into the net. But fishing just ain't about fishing. If they're hungry, I might catch us one. Yeah, man, otherwise we'll come home empty-handed, but we'll still have a whole lot of fun in this garden of earthly delight. There's nothing I'd rather do. Wake me up in the morning, take me fishing. After a good day of fishing, the world is a friendlier place. There's no more stress and vexation. I got a big smile on my face. So wake me up in the morning, let's disappear for the day. Take ourselves down to the water, fish all our cares away. In this garden of earthly delight, nothing I'd rather do. Oh, wake me up in the morning, take me fishing with you. Thank you. When I'm hungry, I like to eat. When I'm tired, I get some sleep. Or when I'm cold, I turn up the heat. I'm just that kind of guy. When I'm happy, I smile a bunch. When I feel lucky, I play my hunch. When things go wrong, I try to roll with a punch. I'm just that kind of guy. I am what I am, and I does what I do. Got my ducks in a row, give or take a few. Ain't a whole lot about me to misconstrue. Less 1 and 1 don't add up to 2. When I think too much, I get confused when I talk too long, my lips get bruised, and when I try too hard, I lose the groove. I'm just that kind of guy. Well, if I had such inclinations, I could tie myself in knots. I could emulate the leopard that tried to change his spots. I could nip and tuck and mix things up till what I was otherwise. I could second guess myself today, but I ain't that kind of guy. Oh, I am what I am. I does what I do, got my ducks in a row. Give or take a few, ain't a whole lot about me to misconstrue. Less 1 and 1 don't add up to 2. A little bit Bubba, part Joe Cool. A friend in need, but nobody's fool. And good for a laugh as a general rule. Just that kind of guy. Oh, I'm just that kind. You could look it up. Just that kind of guy. Google me. Just that kind of guy. Wikipedia. It was raining in Seattle the night we said goodbye. The lights of Queen Anne Hill lay soft against the sky as we looked down on the city and spoke a final time. Then we turned away and left Ireland behind. How many nights we lay awake and dreamed how it might be to walk the green and misty hills above the Irish Sea. Dreams that linger longest when all else is said and done. And our dream times in Seattle were as close as we would come. Sorrow follows sorrow, what a lonely path it is that brings the one finally say, I have no more love to give. And so we went our separate ways, and sorrows dimmed with time, except perhaps for those we kept of an Ireland left behind. here I am in Dublin, on the docks at the harbor side, watching ships put out to sea upon the evening tide. And bittersweet these memories that call you to my mind, so far from Queen Anne Hill and an Ireland left behind. Sorrow follows sorrow, what a lonely path it is that brings the one to finally say, I have no more love to give. And bittersweet these memories that call you to my mind, so far from Queen Anne Hill and an Ireland left behind. So sad. The wrong harmonic again. If only had an arm, another arm growing out of my side. Could reach right up and take this harmonica out, put a new one in. I wouldn't have to stop playing the guitar. The way it is in this world. You'll like the song a whole lot better with the right harmonica, though. Do my business with the devil, 'cause I'm not the gambling kind. I pay the higher price, but it buys me peace of mind that he delivers on the goods and he gets them there on time. The other guy will often leave me hanging. The devil loves his line of work and he does it very well. He's got his act together, he knows his clientele, and unlike the competition, he will service what he sells. The other guy will often leave me hanging. There isn't any secret to my secret of success. Just give in to temptation, let the devil do the rest. He gladly goes the extra mile to ensure my happiness. The other guy will often leave me hanging. Oh, sure, the devil's got his faults, but he's steady under fire. And he's quick to improvise as circumstances might require. And when push comes to shove, he never seems to tire. The other guy will often leave me hanging. Ah, but don't get me wrong, I try to keep an open mind. If a better offer came along, I'd be the first in line. Right now I'd even settle for water turning into wine. So far the other guy has left me hanging. There isn't any secret to my secret of success. Just give in to temptation, let the devil do the rest. He'd gladly go the extra mile to ensure my happiness. The other guy will often leave me hanging. The other guy will often leave me hanging. Thank you. I think I'm going to take one more and do one more and take a little break. 50 minutes or so, and we'll come back and sing all new songs. Well, it won't be all new songs, but there'll be songs you probably haven't heard before. Yeah, it's on my Wild Horses CD. Yeah. Well, they go. This is the title cut of my Wild Horses CDs. A song I like to call Wild Horses. It's not the Stones version, no. How long was I fooling myself? How long was I living a lie? Telling myself that it doesn't matter. I let all those chances go by. If it were mine to do over, I'd blow off the doors to begin. The lion would roar, the eagle would soar, and wild horses would come charging in. So many good things disappear. So many good friends get away. So much precious time can be lost, squandered on needless delay. Everything turns on the moment. Is it ever too late to begin? The slightest of moves brings a thunder of hooves, and wild horses come charging in. When I dream I am never too old, I have not yet bought into the lies. The world is a wild and beautiful place, and fear has not clouded my eyes. Sometimes when I wake in the morning, I'm not sure which world I am in, but I take it on faith. I've come to a place wild horses come charging in. everything turns on the moment. Is it ever too late to begin? The slightest of moves brings the thunder of hooves, and wild horses come charging in. Okay, be back in a bit.
Kisses deep and warm, your hair upon the pillow. Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park.
Tell you about Machine Gun Kelly. He rode along the outlaw trails. Machine Gun Kelly was a simple man, but the woman was as hard as nails. machine gun. Tell you about Catherine Kelly, tired of being small time now. Figured they'd kidnap a rich man's son, make it in the world a crime. Watch out, machine gun, don't let her run you round. Don't let a woman put you 6 feet in the ground. Machine gun. Better watch out, machine gun Kelly. Careful of what you do now. If you keep a listen to your lady, ain't no telling what'll happen to you now. Machine gun. The government boys that came for machine gun took the poor boy away. They stuck him in a hole in Leavenworth prison where he lived until his dying day. Watch out, machine gun, don't let her run you down. Don't let a woman put you 6 feet in the ground. Machine gun. Hey, watch out, machine gun Kelly. Careful of what you do now. If you keep listening to your lady, ain't no telling what'll happen to you now. Machine gun. Watch out, machine gun.
I don't tell no tales about no hot dusty roads. I'm a city boy and I stay at home. I make no excuses, I just don't want to roam. And I don't like being alone. I give you loving and a place to take off your shoes. It does surprising things for a case of the blues. It ain't no club, you don't have to pay no dues. You just love me and I love you. And if you take some pride in being alive and you're interested in looking inside of yourself, just drop on by, baby, ask me why. At least you don't have to divide yourself. Just come knock, most likely I'll be there. Then you look around, find a comfortable chair, and then you sit and you might think about why is there. I can't tell you why, only well. And if you take some pride in being alive and you're interested in looking inside of yourself, just drop on by, baby, ask me why. At least you don't have to divide yourself. Just come knock, most likely I'll be there. Then you look around, find a comfortable chair, and then you sit and you might
I saw the knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. I was lying in a burned out basement with the full moon in my eyes. I was hoping for replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships lying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones. All in a dream, all in a dream. The loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home.
Grapefruit moon, one star shining, shining down on me. Heard that tune, now I'm pining, honey, can't you see? 'Cause every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. And the grapefruit moon, one star shining, can't turn back the tide. destinations could not get across. You became my inspiration. Oh, but what a cost. And every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. A grapefruit moon, one star shining, is more than I can hide. Now I'm smoking cigarettes and a strive for purity, and I slip just like the stars into obscurity. But every time I hear that melody, puts me up a tree. A grapefruit moon, one star shining, is all that I can see.
Been on a fast train and it's going off the rail, and you can't come back again, and you start breaking down in the pouring rain. Oh, you've been on a fast train, on a fast train. Don't it make you feel sad? And you're going on a journey way into the land, and you start breaking down, 'cause you're under strain, and you're jumping on, yes, you're jumping on a fast train, jumping on a fast train. Gotta go on the lamb, stuck in no man's land. Ain't nobody here on your way back. Ain't nobody gonna lend you a helping hand. And you start breaking down, and you go to the sound, but you hear that fast train. Ooh, fast train. And you keep on moving onto the sound of the wheels. Oh, deep down in your heart, do you really know how you feel? Then you start breaking down, going to the pain. Keep on moving on a fast train, moving on a fast train. Well, way over the land. Next thing you're out of your mind, and you're out of your depth, and through the window she crept. Oh, there's nowhere to go in the sleet and snow. Just keep on moving. Ooh, on a fast train, moving on a fast train. You got to go on the land, stuck in no man's land. Ain't nobody on your way, man, gonna lend you a helping hand. And you're all alone. Can you really make it on your own? Keep on moving on a fast train, or you're going nowhere back. How long can it last? Ooh, on a fast train. Keep on moving. Keep on moving on a fast train. Go through the desert and the burning sand, through all of the birds and the bush wasteland. Keep on moving, cross the desert and sand, through the barren wasteland. Moving kind of fast on a fast train. Moving kind of fast on a fast train. Going nowhere fast. How long can it last on a fast train? Look on, yo, you're moving on a fast train. Moving on a fast train. Going nowhere fast. Somebody lend a helping hand. I can't understand. Going through this wasteland. I'm a crazy man. Lord, help me on a fast train. Fast, 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 fast train. Fast, 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 fast train. On a fast train. Going nowhere. Ooh.
Couple in the next room, bound to win a prize. They've been going at it all night long. Well, I'm trying to get some sleep, but these motel walls are cheap. Lincoln Duncan is my name, and here's my song. Here's my song. My father was a fisherman, my mama was a fisherman's friend, and I was born in the boredom and the chowder. So when I reached my prime, I left my home in the maritime.
tape by request. I'll meet you halfway, somewhere in the night. Look for me just past the moon, second star to the right. I'll meet you halfway, in a dream we are having somewhere, and the two of us can go dancing among all our wishes and prayers. And I'll meet you halfway, and you'll know who I am. I'll be the one with that look in his eye, the one with his heart in his hand. I'll wear my favorite colors, you wear your favorite shoes. We can waltz to the edge of the night and watch tomorrow come true. Oh, the sky is tied up with an indigo ribbon. The sun has gone down in flames. If we listen as hard as we can, we might hear the stars singing our names. Well, I'll meet you halfway. Just call if you think you'll be late. There's no place that I have to be, and I don't really mind the wait. Well, I'll meet you halfway. Come just as soon as you're free. I've already saved you this dance, and time means nothing to me. I've already saved you this dance, and time means nothing to me. Thank you. Last time I went by a farm down in Kansas where my mom was born. And I've been checking it out periodically. Every few years when I go through that country. Oh, what was that anyway? Somebody let a monkey, a macaw or something loose in the building. Anyway, the house sagged more and more as the years went by, and finally they just burned it down so that it wouldn't catch on fire accidentally and burn more than they wanted. Windmill's still there in the root cellar, but slowly the land takes everything back, you know. Came from this little town in Oklahoma. It was never really my home. It's just where I grew up. But you grow up in a place and it becomes very familiar. South wind and sound of traffic out on Main Street. Trains in the distance. It gets in you, and even though the place isn't your home, when you go back to visit, you recognize it in a very fundamental way. It's part of who you are in spite of everything. It's your home ground. I went back home to see my family. I'd been gone far too long. My mother looks a little older now. My sister's kids are nearly grown. My brother lives the next town over. By all accounts, he's doing fine. My father's buried up in Kansas. He died Thanksgiving in 1989. There is a lifeline that runs out across the land, straight from the heart of this quiet little town. Like the stem of something that is blooming in my hand, rooted in the soil of this home ground. We all sat down to Sunday dinner, and I caught up on the latest news. Who had died, who got married, who was pregnant, who had moved. Then later on I took the car out for a drive and rode around an hour or two, past all the old familiar places that were once the only world I knew. There is a lifeline that runs out across the land, straight from the heart of this quiet little town. Like the stem of something that is blooming in my hand, rooted in the soil of this home ground. I ended up down at the river, watching the moon come through the trees. I had a six-pack and a pistol, and I made a toast to old Lang Syne with both of these. Then I lay down and closed my eyes and listened to the river run. A night wind whispered through the willows, said, "Welcome back, our native son." And old Mr. Man in the moon, he says to me, "You've come so far, and there will always be a little mystery in how you got from here to where you are. There is a lifeline that runs out across the land, straight from the heart of this quiet little town. Like the stem of something that is blooming in my hand, rooted in the soil of this home ground." Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do a 180. Take you in a little different direction. always been intrigued by what you call something that you don't know the name of, you know. It's always a gadget or a doohickey or a thingamajig. So I made up this song containing all of those things that I could think of. And when I ran out of things, I asked my friends, what do you call something you don't know the name of? And they gave me their lists. And eventually I came up with this song. And this song is about that, but it's one of those little double entendre songs. And as you know, all double entendre songs are about what they are and sex. When your gizmo's on the fritz, when your what's it calls it quits, when your whirly-gig won't crank, when your doohickey needs a yank, when your goo-gaws get entangled, when your dingle-bob gets mangled, bring it round to Gadget Daddy. Don't let misfortune give you fits. Put your faith in Gadget Daddy and his little bag of tricks. When your mojo blows a gasket, when your knick-knack just don't hack it, when your doodle-bug goes crazy, when your dynamo gets lazy, when your she-bang's lost its pop, when your whatnot don't do squat, just bring it round to Gadget Daddy. Don't let misfortune give you fits. Put your faith in Gadget Daddy and a little bag of tricks. Gadget Daddy, he's a walking wonder, he's a cool cucumber, he's a smoking Joe. Gadget Daddy, he's a jack of diamonds, he's your go-to guru when you've got to go. When your WYSIWYG is jinked, when your curly Q gets chinks, when your juju's out of juice, when your caboodle needs a boost, when you what you call it fizzle, when your doodads don't do diddle, and when your bobble needs some polish, when your trinket's been demolished, when your thingamajig won't start, when your humdinger falls apart, whatever ails you, what you got, you know who can help but not. Just bring it round to Gadget Daddy. Don't let misfortune give you fits. Put your faith in Gadget Daddy and a little bag of tricks. It ain't been made what he can't fix. Thank you. You see that? Somebody threw a whole roll of $100 bills in my tip basket. That's generosity. Your money doesn't care about you. Just look at what it puts you through. You spend all your time chasing nickels and dimes. One fine day you're surprised to find you're dressed up in your Sunday best, laid out for your eternal rest. And all the money over which you sweated and bled doesn't even know you're dead. Money makes you big and money makes you small. Money gets you high, money breaks the fall. Money blows your horn, now money makes you crawl. Your money got you right where it wants you. Money tells you what you want to hear. It whispers funny ideas in your ear, like how much better you are than the other guy, so you deserve a bigger piece of the pie. It says that you're a king among pawns. It tells you can do no wrong. It says there was never anybody half as clever as you, and you're just dumb enough to think it's true. Money makes you big and money makes you small. Money gets you high, money breaks the fall. Money blows your horn and money makes you crawl. Your money got you right where it wants you. Money, what we would not do to get more than we've got. Money, who we would not screw to sweeten up the pot. Money, it's the stuff of dreams, the tail that wags the dog. It's perfect substitute for brains or taste or God. Money makes you big, money makes you small. Money gets you high, money breaks the fall. Money blows your horn and money makes you crawl. Your money got you right where it wants to. So if you'll bring me all your money, I'm a trained professional. I can dispose of it properly, and we'll all be happier. The thing about money is you got to get rid of it as fast as you can, because if it settles somewhere, it kind of starts to fester. That's why all those billionaires have such terrible characters, you know. They're rotten from the inside. Salvation Annie, she got the devil on the run, beating out the battle cry on her trusty drum. An angel of the alleys had landed on Skid Row to fight for these lost causes that have nowhere else to go. Standing on the corner with Tom the trumpet man, playing for the passers-by to fill the money can. By nickels and by dimes, the Lord He will provide. He can open any purse, but not always very wide. Salvation Annie, she got the devil on the run, beating out the battle cry on her trusted drum. An angel of the alleys that landed on Skid Row to fight for these lost causes that have nowhere else to go. And down at the mission, the sinners see the light. The smells from Annie's kitchen convert them every night. Never tell a hungry man he cannot live by bread alone. That's the one thing he won't swallow, even when he's skin and bone. She prays for the strength to carry out her master's plan. She prays for 10 more hours in a day for 3 more fingers on each hand. Faith might move a mountain, but even she agrees. Prayers get answered faster when she rolls up her sleeves on this end of the town. The miracles are few, she'd like to wait around for one, but there's too much work to do. Empty souls and soup bowls that someone's got to fill, and Jesus gets the credit, but Annie foots the bill. Salvation Annie, she got the devil on the run, beating out the battle cry on her trusty drum. An angel of the alleys that landed on Skid Row to fight for these lost causes and have nowhere else to go. Thank you. Well, while we're on the subject of religion, funny little perceptions. I was thinking about how the Lord thy God is a jealous God. You screw up and he's going to cast you in the lake of fire forever. But God is love. He made us in his own image, knowing we were going to fail. Then he could punish us. Someone is watching over you. Someone sees everything you do. Someone who never sleeps. Someone who plays for keeps. Someone is watching over you. Someone is listening to your thoughts. Someone has keys to all your locks. Someone keeps a dossier that tracks your movements every day. Someone is watching over you. Before you go to bed at night, do you pray to see the light? Do you beg forgiveness for your multitude of sins? Do you get down on your knees and mumble your apologies and promise to be good? You can just wake up again. Someone is watching over you. Someone will come for you one day. Someone will spirit you away. Someone will pick a time and place. You'll disappear without a trace. Someone is watching over you. Someone is watching over you. someone who never sleeps, someone who plays for keeps, someone is watching over you. Car has brake problems. Had to borrow a car to get down here tonight. Push on the brakes, no, wheels go. I think I got a rope rotor. It's the thing the brakes press against. It's not a drum, it's a disc brake. It's the rotor, it's a round thing. Round flat thing, I think it's not flat. Has nothing to do much with this song except the first verse. Well, that old car that I drive to work just limps along in fits and jerks, so I took it into the shop the other day. I said, see what you can do to make this buggy run like new. I gave the man the key and walked away. Well, I picked it up a few days later. It had a brand new carburetor, but it did not run much better for all the money I had spent. I asked him why, and he confessed that he did not know. Then he said, I guess that old get up and go got up and went. Oh, sure, I saw it coming, but I hate to see it go. I wish I wasn't wise to what I wish I did not know. The great debate is over. All the evidence agrees that, oh, what it is ain't what it used to be. Well, last night I called my friend Jim and I said, oh, son, how long's it been since you and I went out and raised some hell? What say we knock back a few and howl at the moon a time or two and see how many hearts we can derail? Now in his prime, old Jim was prone to romp until the cows came home. He'd pay the piper, never mind the cost. But now he said, I'm just too tired, and even when I feel inspired, I start out slow and then just taper off. Oh, sure, I saw it coming, but I hate to see it go. I wish I wasn't wise to what I wish I did not know. The great debate is over, all the evidence agrees that, oh, what it is ain't what it used to be. And even I am not immune. By just this very afternoon, I stopped in to see my crazy Kate. She met me naked at the door, and shortly we were on the floor, engaged in a most pleasant give and take. Well, we rolled around down there a while, as per our usual style, but soon she had me hanging on the rope. I was weak and faint, and I could not breathe, and I had to stop and say, Katie, please, at least let me take off my hat and coat. Oh, sure, I saw it coming, but I hate to see it go. I wish I wasn't wise to what I wish I did not know. The great debate is over, all the evidence agrees that, oh, what it is ain't what it used to be. See the lady sweeping up. I wonder what time it is. Oh, I got time for one more. Got to sing out an unrecorded song. It's a good one to end on. If it were fire you needed most, I would become the flame. And if the moment called for strength, then steel would be my name. And if your heart were heavy, I would become the feathered wing, to carry you into the blue, to dwell among your dreams. And if your lips were thirsty, I'd be the wine that fills your glass. I would be the sun upon your face when the storms have rolled on past. I would be a lucky penny, I would be your wishing stone. I'd be the ground beneath your feet and the stars that lead you home. If the light of one small candle can defy the darkest night, how could I not seek to be a bearer of the light for you, a bearer of the light? I'd be the hand that reaches down if you should ever fall. I would be the saving grace where you saw no grace at all. I would be a willing vessel for all that you hold close. I'd be the love that finds you in the times you need it most. If the light of one small candle can defy the darkest night, how could I not seek to be a bearer of the light for you, a bearer of the light? How could I not seek to be a bearer of the light? Thank you all. See you next time.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to live high, live high. And if you want to live low, live low. 'Cause there's a million ways to go, you know that there are. You can do what you want, the opportunity's on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. make it all true. And you could would you fight on the phone over me, please? Could the wrong one of you choose me? If you think making out on a pool table's hard, you should try dating girls with no car. But I'll thank you later. I'll thank you later. Can you tell I don't know where to put these? I could use a little help, please. But I'll thank you later.
South Africa, 2012. We in the future now. Just because the whole world's gone dwanky doesn't mean we're fucking gonna go out like that, dude. Fuck the system. We have our own system. We make our own rules. We don't answer to no one. That's right. We keep it gangster. We keep it safe.
We keep a popping off as motherfucker butts.
One time, veel gebooste warrior styles. Yo, DJI deck. Gooi rooi on, boy.
giving you praise. Motherfuckers, terugwakker, we coming through, pumping you full of bass. Fuck rustig, ek's apocalyptical.
Fucking you in the face.
Zap cherries to me. Speak me fucking all night. Fuck everyone else in the prize. When I go for the jugular, surprise me, you fuck off and die. But remind you of how much you suck. Everyone's so fucking so.
Yo, we been said to fuck you up.
Zap that no more spit, gangsta no more income. Everything you rap about come through if you got some freaking balls. Of mind your tongue when you rhyme on the drum. Come from a Biggie Smalls. I got it up, you motherfucker like it up.
Yo, is you ready for
The soul style take over, I'll do the fucking master. My slang is banging, the freak in the bucket of myself. You are my biggest fan. Cause buddy, when you man down, no fucking names out. When you really need a hand, machine gun rapper.
like a better motherfucker.
Yo, I'm bigger than. Koos kom by some massa fucking poes.
Nah, 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 nah. You gon' fuck with us, oh. Blah, 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 whatever. Watch a million fucking kids go. Nah, 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 nah. Super fucking fresco. Ninja wanga in your landy versus step blow.
Never make a pretty woman your wife. Never make a pretty woman your wife. You contrast the funny look in the eye. Never make a pretty woman your wife.
How can an angel break my heart? Life's hard. I'm just trying to play my part. But she keeps pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. Yo, 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 yo. Okay, let's go. I feel like a Zep show there for things and times. This hot chick steps to me. She said, I take it rhymes. I said, thanks. You know, play the smooth. She said, Ninja, can't you sign your name on my boob? I said, no problem. What's your name? Sophie. Okay, okie dokie, bossy, fucking cokey. I thought Ninja was here, it looked fucking ill. Plus I wrote my number and I threw a duck fucking pill. I said, don't be afraid. Sophie said, I'm not afraid. And Sophie came down to Cape Town for the holiday. I took her to the waterfront, fucking like a Lonnie. I got a chip roll, she ordered calamari. Yo, we had a North Storm, plus a lot of wild ones. Soon it was not on. 300 buck pool farm, paid the booze on. Ass on my mind. Sophie said I was a lucky catch of a guy. 300 bucks is not too much to splash for the night. Took her back to my place. Mommy's watching Sophie, slumming in the Stokies. Mommy, this is Sophie. Alright, Sophie. Boom, 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 let's go back to my room, yo. This shit's fucking on. And Sophie said,
I didn't know you live with your mom. This is not what I expected, so I'm sorry this is hectic.
just want me with a blowjob.
No.
Huh? What? No, I understand. Let's go, baby, now in the backseat.
What the fuck do you think I am?
I think you fucking sexy.
Take me to my hotel.
Bitch, call a taxi. Nou zit ik zo zie achter door zonder een erectie. How can an angel break my heart? Life's hard. I'm just trying to play my part. But she keeps pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing and pushing and pushing, pushing and fucking pushing. A woman is more dangerous than a loaded pistol. They promise you heaven, give you hell. My little baby's driving me crazy. She makes me a killer. 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 She makes me a killer.
Never make a pretty woman your wife. Never make a pretty woman your wife. You contrast the funny look in the eye. Never make a pretty woman your wife.
If you're feeling horny, put your hands up. Ninja about to kick a little story about Miranda. I was out doping by the Purple Turtle, hanging with some homies. Scope on too many dopes down, I need the goopy. I'm on my way to take a push and I see the scopy. She looked just like a colored Angelina Jolie. The cherry looked very happy to see me.
Mister, aren't you the rapper from the TV?
Yeah. I couldn't help staring at those nasties chilling just below the big fat blowjob bloods, plus a G-string, all up in the salty crack. I said, shit, I need a puss, but I'll be back. The night was a fucking joke, think it was a Thursday. DJ bumps and 50, cause shorty it's your birthday. Miranda asked me in when I dropped the back of her place. In the veranda, Ninja fucked Miranda on the first date. And everything is hunky fucking dory. Then comes a twist to this funky little story. Yeah, at my next love show, Guess is in the front row, staring at me like a psycho. Miranda's big green Hawkeyes, glued to the Ninja like a red beam all night. After the show, Ninja gets harassed by a bunch of puppies. I tell Miranda, here's some money, go buy yourself a dopey. So I'm there signing autographs, smoking a doobie.
Can I get your autograph?
Sure, show me your boobies. All of a sudden, Miranda busting, making a spectacle. Grabs a bob and nuts and starts breaking my testicles. Yes! I nearly popped the course. It's heavy fucking clothes digging into my balls. It's very fucking sore. Even skilletje, you klomp fucking oppedraai. Miranda says,
Say, what's the name for the fucking name?
How can an angel break my heart? Life's hard, I'm just trying to play my part. But she keeps pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing and pushing and pushing, pushing and fucking pushing. A woman is more dangerous than a loaded pistol. They promise you heaven, give you hell. My little baby's driving me crazy. She makes me a killer. 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 Never make a pretty woman your wife. Never make a pretty woman your wife. You contrast the funny look in the eye. Never make a pretty woman your wife. Jesus Christ. Why do chicks always have to be so fucking complicated? Like this one chick, Lazon, she was fucking into me. Plus she was a virgin. So the one time, me and Lazon, smoking a Zool, they were DJ Artex crib. When she says to me, won't we be alone? So we took her to Artex room, about to close the door, dropped the bomb. I said I got the bomb, she said I got the herb. I told DJ Artex do not disturb. Then bada bada bing, bada bada bong. I put the flame on the motherfucking bomb like. Now the heat is on, the zone told me she wanted me to be the one. I started slow and sexy, yo, I'ma get this song. Put on it, I'm like bada bada bam, bada bada boom. One hard that walks in the motherfucking room like fucking blonde. That I was giving it to her from behind. I said, what's the matter, bro? DJ Artec, you wanna have a go? The zone starts having this move, so fucking freak out. That I am standing like a doers with my dick out. She's kicking me, slapping, teeth flatting, sweating. I thought Barney said shedding is kidding. How can an angel break my heart? Life's hard, I'm just trying to play my part. But she keeps pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing me, pushing and pushing and pushing, pushing and fucking pushing. A woman is more dangerous than a loaded pistol. They promise you heaven, give you hell. My little baby's driving me crazy. She makes me a killer. 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 She makes me a killer.
Son was my old, but so many more than I'll be rolled.
Bate, 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 ossa. Era waarheid zo uit poessen. Door ik moet ervan gaan wasten. Alle hoe lijkt het, ik en zijn niet.
Kijkie, kijkie, fuck jou. Kom eens foka, dop, gauw. Kom baby's, kom bij die black.
Zet terug, vat de focus, slag van die club terug. Ah, shut up, you fucking bastard. Don't fuck around with the drunken master. Kick you on my sapuna. Doe het geld voor mijn kop, yeah. Kijk je maar mee, ik als een rapper.
Party no was no lip. Party, 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 party.
Stroom, stom, brand, stop maar om. Push jou in die mond en val op de grond. Doe stroom, God van
Ik denk ik ga pas in mijn broek. Los het. Blaas die hoeten. O zijn nou bij je danke. Bij de dranke. Wat zal ons doen zonder een dranke? Bokkies, boeren, bos en ratten. Happy, 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 happy. Stroom, stop, brand, stop maar om. Moest jou in die mond en val op de grond. Stroom, God, val is my om. Leen my trots en brood in die drank. Party, 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 party. Party, 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 party. Wat is littels? Fuck it.
Ik weet die luk in je pocket.
Jij dat gehad?
Fuck jou.
Godvrouw, ik poes uit weg van jouw popblauw.
Fuck jou. Hot. Je vuile fucking hot. Wist jij? Niks. Je snakt.
Kom ons los het, fuck it, drop het. Kom ons gaan zitten nog het dopen. Fucking bitch. Oeh, fuck.
Veel nou je advocaatissima.
Kak, fuck op Felicita. Stroom, stop, brand, stop maar om. Poes jou in die mond en val op de grond. Stroom, God, val is my om. Leen my trots en brood in die drank. Stroom, stop, brand, stop maar om. Poes jou in die mond en val op de grond. Stroom, God, val is my om. Leen my trots en brood in die drank. Huh? Waar de fuck is ik? Waar de fuck gaan? Jij was hier afterparty.
Kijkie. Fuck jou. De fucking underwood.
Als dat net of als stof. Als dat net als dat net yes. Ik zoek een fancy koets, maar mijn zaksklat zoeks, Bobby's een plastic poes.
Wat die fuck?
Fuck die poes en die koorsa langs ons. Jouw ninja, hoek het tikkie, laat ons glijden. Draai vast. Glij. Draai vast. Play, rock music now.
Wat kijk jij?
Poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee,
Wat kijk jij?
poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee.
Ninja. Rolling in de BMW. Sipping beter met de BNC. Die branden bij de kookslaat weer een keer. Je moet de keiskaart in de PVC. Hot pants, lekker BPP. Met een post pink kan die moeder fucking brand. Net zoals die stainless steel. Rap sterk met groot op een steenpapier.
Yo.
Better listen to whatever she says.
Down met die moeder fucking with die DJ's.
Pump up the volume.
Holle die zopers.
Volskip monster.
Laat die fucking joren. Ik heb je fuck op jouw roze pols. De rietjes, speech with the noses. Os, die microfoon jou. Moeder fucking chickie. Jouw ninja, koken fucking tikkie. Draai vast. Glij. Draai vast. Play, rock music now.
Wat kijk jij?
Poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee,
Wat kijk jij?
poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee.
Wie gaat ons vuur? Yada wada. Is that brother from another mother's squatter? Just like how did I get so fancy? Alle andere dappers is net op panties. Video broken deal. Je lijkt zo mooi met pil in je kin. Natra zijn mijn naam. Man botter, bijna in je slijm van een.
Suck my love, photos on. Doe eens alleen say my babs on.
Fuck it up.
Ik mocht dat zakken, ze krabben mijn kapauw niet. Fuck shit up. Ik zif, saai, die hem ook cruise. Stress, if I don't know you, get lost. You're not on my level, yo, put the pedal to the middle. Draai vast. Glij. Draai vast. Play, rock music now.
Wat kijk jij?
Poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee,
Wat kijk jij?
poepoe,
Wat kijk jij?
poes,
Wat kijk jij?
fuck jou.
Wat kijk jij?
Jouw nee.
Als dat net of als stof. Als dat net als dat net yes. Ik zoek een fancy koets, maar mijn zaksklat zoeks, Bobby's een plastic poes.
Ja, is net zoals de kleine colleges office. Met de klomp poes hier zo. Nee man, kom eens fuck of naar die partijtje Joe toe.
user, maar die wat kyk jy Jules is langer as ek user, maar hou me vast.
Nee, my bro, die queues is langer daar. De stuff kak het you like a fucked up, soos je eerste spliff. Ik sta met die fucking zelf meester graf. On the microphone en maak de evil as roller man control. Many stupid people like zoom up, what? Fuck you, popo, say what you like, but you can't do fuck all. Deal with it, you can't fuck with my guy. Drop my poof, like fuck with your frame.
Yo, what the fuck are you saying? I'm not wise with your street lingo. Show me the money, this is not a free freak show. Small car to C3PO. Yeah, I'm already fucking Jules, why? Next was a lack of fuel, why?
Next was like a biggie hole, I don't worry, everything will be alright.
Drive force! Play, 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 play. Drive force! Play, lock music now!
Die fucking antwoord. Weer aan die moeder fucking brak my blaar. Vraag vir die fucking flying Dutchman. aka Nail SA. Die fucking Matrix SA style.
Jy maak 'n meisie sommer jags.
Yeah, like that. You think you can fuck with something like this?
Yo, what you mean, something like this?
Yeah, that's Puff. Jelani, do that thing.
Party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. Not fucking kinky, dollar eye twinkling. Just a bit so chunky, let's get the funky.
When I'm on the mic, it's like murder, murder, murder.
Kill, kill, kill.
Wat ze zit Afrika. Ik kom ik weer. Like a smack in the face. Rappers are fucking boarding in your bash in the brains. What happened to all the cool rappers from back in the day? Nowadays all these wanna stop, collaborate, or listen.
Jimmy, 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 hold on to your chin. I'm taking over America, blowing up everything. Physically fit and ninja, very energetic. If you haven't got a partner,
You're never gonna
I
get.
whip my dick out in persona, was harder to fuck it up. Brought it offshore to count for the dollar bills that I stack. You fuck it up. I'm sorry, my China, we not related. I come mad fast, like the first time I ejaculated.
Party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky. Party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky. Hi, my name is Yolandi Fakafasa. Fight, 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 kick you in the teeth, hit you on the head with the mic. There's a rumble in the jungle, I'm bubbling to the beat. I'm not looking for trouble, but trouble's looking for me. My pockets are fucking swollen, but nothing just come for free. I used to pay for a skill, this the hustles I did to eat. South Africa used to fit the 20, don't notice me.
Suddenly you interested cause we blowing up overseas.
Much money, money, money.
Yes, yes, yes.
Six hard, represent.
Fucking with the best.
I'm a upper.
Wankies get popped like a sucker.
Paka, paka. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, I'm a big deal. You're facing money, get thrown at me. Now I'm having so much fun that I can't even go to sleep.
Yolandi,
What?
where you at?
Here I am, spitting fucking lyrics like bam, bam, bam. Air party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky. Air party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky.
We keep it like a, zip, zip, zip.
Spend all my fucking money till there's nothing left.
I'm a fat cat, keep it changed, I don't need to slip. With this fat sack at the yo, I'm smoking a split. In my matte black Subaru, haters throwing a fit. Round the corner, gooi je fucking split, Tokyo drift. My daddy told me there's a lot of fish in the sea. There's just a lot of motherfucking money, bitches and weed.
Yeah, dacha, dacha, dacha. Paf, paf, paf. Bring the beat back, hot dick.
Make it
We
rough.
drop the top of these and make you shut the fuck up and
We
dance.
drop it up a bitch, you got the fucking stuck in the trance.
In the overseas, I like to say you're stuck in the
We
trance.
drop it up a bitch and make you fucking come in your pants.
Oh, was die fucking dag gaan?
Bounce it to the left, to the east.
To the motherfucking left. Air party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky. Air party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky. Air party boom boom, hit me with the ching ching. I fuck a king king, dollar eye twinkling. Just a pizza chunky, this I get the funky.
Jesus, oud jy al net 'n bietjie fokken. Hey,
Sexy boys, fancy boys, play boys, bad boys. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. Motherfuckers get buzzed, focus boss it up in. Guess who's got the body jumping? Now when the dog ride water pumping. Snor step break your fuck the system. My system bumps off, it's fucking fire. Step into my world, now see dice in paradise. Yo, what up, dude? My brother minds won't pop your speakers. Your God to Jesus. Like these rapping like it to the drum. These bad boys like to smack me on the bum. My crew sprung up like Travis bubble gum. Popping in your face, nah. You fuck the rat race, my style is rap race. My crew is got frizz. Who the fuck is what you talking? Think I'm a top of chick who rolls was vet, geeft tegen misfit. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
Hold up, whoa, 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 wait a minute, Jesus Christ. Your mom and DJ Hardtech, shit, this motherfucker beat his nose. Back in the day, them Twinkies didn't wanna believe in us. Little did they know that they was in for the motherfucker big surprise. Left arm locked in my zip zone.
Ready for the dish, yo?
What the fuck, I guess so. We
know why you luring, kyk gelyk is ek miskien van goud gemaak. You want to fight, you come tonight. Ek moer jou slecht, sy hardloop weg.
God's Jesus, we come to party. Pump your speakers, you rock your body. Ain't God with us, you can't fuck with us, we not taking cock.
I like to say what's up to my sexy boys. My fancy boys. My play boys. My fat boys. My pretty boys. My ugly boys. My naughty boys. We gonna have a nice time, kids. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot. I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
You smell that? Not that smell is. That's right. It's money. Go ahead. Rub a dick on that shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rub my dick on expensive shit. Told my daddy I was gonna grow up to be a superstar. Up and making big money, know what I mean, girl. But my daddy told me I was living in a dream world. If I said yes, dad, I wouldn't have myself swag. I fly down the whole fucking world, getting jet lag, getting bitten by the zip bug. It's the best drug. If I played it safe, I would've never made it ever. Then every day and everywhere I get a little zephyr. No matter what you smoke, you never get as high as me. It's like a fat fuck you when he's not your seat. My big boo board up at NYC. Don't you wish your boyfriend was there? Flock me. I'm the motherfucking greatest. Suckers love the haters, but I make these bitches submissive cause I'm a dominator. I'm mad music with my arms at the door. This is why that beautiful design of vaginas. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rubbing my line tutti o fatto cap.
Big money. Big money. Big money. Make my dreams come true.
Baby, I'm an angel. Sent from the dark side. Took my black sky through the next super dark side. Oh my god, it's such a fresh switch. Yeah, whatever, just don't touch the head, bitch. Everybody's crying, saying hip hop's dead. Till the white South African hip hop head pops up on the scene, saying it's not dead. I'm here, can I get the fucking all year? I was looking at me like I just crawled out the drain. The underground got me bored out of my brain, and this pop rap bullshit all sound the same. God help you for call out your name. From the dark side of the moon, I zoom out of the gloom. Boom boom, the room goes boom like a boom. The dark raver to come, my mark's favorite song. Turn it on your flame. This is my favorite song. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. I rub my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rubbing my line tutti o fatto cap.
Wat drink jij, Ninji?
I'm sipping Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon. I'm sipping Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon.
Ooh la la, c'est si bon.
I'm sipping Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon. I'm sipping Dom Perignon, Dom Perignon. It's like an angel peed in my mouth.
C'est si bon.
I saw your babe's new Gucci shades, so I stepped in my face and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw P Diddy's caviar chilling backstage and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw your Virgin Galactic tickets to outer space and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw Hugh Hef's girlfriend's new boobs and I rubbed my dick on expensive dirt. I was at the waterfront of a new Lambo and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw Snoop Dogg's long go play the bong and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw your mom's Louis Vuitton in a handbag and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I saw Lady Gaga's new telephone hat and I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. I rubbed my dick on expensive shit. It's like a dream come true. I'm living the dream, bro. Rubbing my dick on expensive shit. I rub my
Pfeffermann.
Fuck This is a big clap as if side zone. Go bottle beer, crack it open. Not the whole bottle beer with the dope kid. Take the empty bottle beer, smash it broken. Stuff the neck full of dope, then I smoke it. Blow the smoke out my nose like a dragon. And I puff that magic in the dragon. Yeah, I smoke the weed and I get to the high. Now I'm like at it in the eye.
Check it. I represent those freckled and copper. In our race, we got these red-colored rings. Darks, lights, scarlets, gingers, amaranths, roses, burnt hues, cardinals. I'm like all the sunburned stings, all those red alleles, docked into one hairstyle.
My skin is ultra white. I need sun protection from the UV light. I am the Scottish type. Anemic complexion needs sun protection.
I'm a ginger, son. My hair's like a flickering flame. I feel pain being in the sun. I hate sunlight, cause me shining like a knife.
I'm a ginger, shunned.
Black buzz of the clown, never brown, wear a shirt in the bar. Gotta stay in the shades, I'm razor harsh. No melatonin, and pale is the old men cold. None, I ain't got a soul, skin's full of melanoma. Spot fire, crushed by the course and no. I'm a hot chili pepper with this blazing red. God damn it, at least you don't live with one of Beasley's head. Slip swap, start rolling out more SPF. Hereditary recessive genes, fleck my flesh, my doctor, my check, my freckled specs. Hair is scarlet as blush. I ate too much crust, cause starting to rust. Somebody chromosomes. Rosie's hormones are saucier than tomatoes. Such harmfulness from some, but this is gone. I had them flaming as Van Gogh. My cherry's ripe, I'm orphan, any a raggy doll. I don't pass for no story long. I'm grudge for life, yo, I'm a ginger.
My skin is ultra white. I need some protection from the UV light. I am the Scottish type. Anemic complexion needs some protection. My skin is ultra white. I see no reflection like that from twilight. My petals not too bright. Allergic reaction to light refraction.
Ginger jokes, cool. Uncle Chucky and Ranger swimming no. Ooh, why the stroke paradox of the fire dropped? I'm not blue. As a baked leg, egg sunburned to my unfried phantom pains. If you're Caucasian and they walker, ginger stay indoor. We're not like people from that Jersey shore. Need more sun rock or we get hot and charred raw. I'm gonna child a sperm living donor. Had him from the break dog driving in the pool. Now I can't tan without catching a line. I'm saying green sea, we navigate the shade of fences, gates and trees. Every purchase I make so shadily. I'm Anne of Green Gables, Pippi Longstocking reddish with her Miami grinder. Ginger my bangs, totally white flash, better man tend to trick with no tan. My spice girl suit is slutty, better than the wig on Roxanne. Just need a temper zone, sun cream and a fan. Guys more keen, my short skin, I'm a ginger.
My skin is ultra white. I need some protection from the UV light. I am the Scottish type. Anemic complexion needs some protection. My skin is ultra white. I see no reflection like I'm from twilight. My petals not too bright. Allergic reaction to light refraction.
Gosh, this is like the least I've stung or felt burnt in my whole life. Stuck in a box of redheads, hey don't shake it. No more dying or mooses. This place has got no sun. You can't see I'm a freckled sideshow. Can't look at me now. Hold up in this box instead. No light. I'm housed inside. No more blisters. Enter the ginger. We so recessive. Keep your sun dead. I'm sacred dancer.